I'm so tired, I just want to take a nap. But I have to make a Tailors Ham for a project that I'm working on tomorrow. And if I don't do it right now, it's gonna put me like 2 hours behind tomorrow. So we're doing it right now. In this house we craft in pajamas. You're coming with me. I need as much moral support as possible. My eyes, I can barely even keep them open. They're just like stinging from lack of sleep. But we will soldier on. Okay, there we go. Okay, set the camera up. I know the camera is crooked. I cannot be bothered to fix it. I just want to be done with this as soon as possible and go to bed. Got the pattern. I feel so jittery because I just haven't slept in a couple of days. And that's on general anxiety as well as regular life stuff. Where's the end of this tape? Oh, too much. Pull it back, reel it back in. Go, that's reasonable. What if this is too big? I'm not worrying about it, I'm just doing it. I moved the camera because I was like, hey, maybe people want to see a different angle. It doesn't matter. No one's gonna watch this video. It's just, maybe it's just right now that I feel super unhinged, and when I watch it back, it's actually gonna be just fine. Future Alexandria here. It was not just fine. It's pure chaos and it's unhinged, and I don't even know if I'm actually going to put this out on the internet because it doesn't feel right. Oh, it's snowing again. I have my pattern cut out. This is not a pattern that I've made. I just found it free on the internet. It's from Cornelius Quiring. Quiring? I'm so sorry if I butchered your name. I'm exhausted and I'm just trying to survive right now. But I'll link this down below. If this works out really well and you guys want to make it, go ahead and make it. I don't care what you do with your life. It's time to pick our fabric. This is the darkest corner of my sewing area, so I put a ring light on. Not that it's even going to matter. But for the Tailors Ham pressing thingy, I need to pick a fabric that's like really heat resistant. So no polyester, no plasticky fabric. It's gotta be like cotton or wool. I think I have a cotton bed sheet. Oh, I like that one. No. Something in here is definitely cotton. I don't trust any of you guys, especially you. Plus, I'm gonna use this for a Barbie costume. Okay. This might be cotton. It's definitely a bed sheet and it's nice. It feels good. I just saw the tag on here. Now I can't find it. Right there. Fitted sheet, sateen fabric, 100% cotton. Major success. I recently thrifted this bed sheet. I'll tag the video here. I did like a thrifting vlog, and I used it on a dress that I don't think you guys have seen yet. I don't think I've posted the video yet. If I've posted the video, I'll put it here as well. And if I haven't posted the video, then you're just gonna have to wait for it. But there is like this little scrap piece left over, and instead of using this gigantic bed sheet, I might be able to just use the leftover scrap piece because that would be great. Part of me is kind of thinking like maybe I should make this 2 layers thick, but like I also don't want to work that hard. We got him. I'm so tired. I need a nap. Mark the darts. This pattern has 1, 2, 3, 4. This pattern has 8 darts and I gotta mark all of them. My craft area right now is not the cleanest in the entire world, and I would really prefer if it was like a little bit more organized, but it's not too bad, so I'm just gonna like try to not think about it. Marking these darts should be pretty simple. I did watch a TikTok on how the creator of this pattern makes the whole thing. He does a really great job, so I will also be tagging that TikTok video as well down below if you want to learn how to do it, because honestly, I'm not in a teaching mood. I'm in a get it done as quickly as possible, feed the cats and go to sleep kind of mood. And honestly, you should not craft when you feel like this because it's, you know, you get less joy out of it, honestly. But if I don't do this now, then I have to do it tomorrow morning. And I'm planning on doing a lot of stuff tomorrow morning. So I just want to make sure that this is out of the way. You guys, I just haven't been sleeping very well lately. And I think a big part of that is, I think it's because I've been really lax on my diet and exercise lately, because the last couple of like weeks, maybe the last 2 months, I was feeling really good. I was feeling really good and I felt like I was getting quality sleep. I was exercising pretty much daily and I was eating right. But the last like, I don't know, couple of days, maybe the last week, I've not been doing as well at like staying on my schedule, and I am feeling it, and I'm honestly just so miserable. Like I have a hard time doing all of the other things that I want to do. Okay, I think this is gonna work. I am gonna sew these together. I'm not sewing anything together. I'm gonna sew the darts and then I'll sew these together. That's what we're doing. turtle shell. So this guy's gotta go, okay, this guy's gotta go here somehow. And honestly, that shape looks a lot more manageable. Another thing I've definitely noticed is that like I really love candy and cookies and homemade items. I have a massive sweet tooth and it's honestly freaking terrible, but I've been like going ham on candy lately and I just feel so tired. Maybe I felt this tired before I kind of like, I don't know, maybe I've always felt this tired and I just never really noticed it until now because I kind of took a break from eating sugar. And I think I need to go back to not eating so much of it. It's definitely made my body hurt. You know what, the thing is like I legit have a bachelor's degree in athletic therapy and nutrition, so I know what's good for my body. But man, is it tough to follow those rules. I'm gonna go ahead and mark where I want the little opening to be. So like I'm gonna sew from here and go all the way around and then I'm gonna stop right there because these little goal posts, as I like to refer to them as, that's a no-go zone. You don't want to sew in this area. That's how I'm gonna flip everything inside out and then shove all my scraps in there to make it like firm. Yeah, this is all coming together now. Oh, you guys, I don't know if you can see this, but I literally just finished this part right here. I sewed all the way around to the second little goal post, and then my machine is like, your machine's out of bobbin thread. And I'm like, you know what? That is bobbin roulette right there. Like, there's only a little bit of thread left in there, and it really doesn't sew all that much more. So I'm gonna take that for a win. Let's just trim this up a little bit, not too much, because I don't think it's really gonna matter all that much if I don't trim all the stuff. Maybe it does matter, I don't know. Boop. Moment of truth. Flipping it inside out through the little hole. I would say it's very common for me to leave the little hole that you flip stuff inside out, leave it like way too small and I can't really use it as was intended, but this time I feel like I did a good job. It's small, so it's not gonna be noticeable, but it's not so small that I can't use it. All right. It definitely reminds me of like a little Squirtle, a little turtle shell. These are the scraps that I cut off of this thingy, so that's going in there for good luck. This is the part that my serger cuts off of like the fabric that I'm serging, and this is from a secret Little Mermaid cosplay that I've already made, is already filmed, already photographed and everything, and you guys will see that hopefully very soon. More of that. This is from a parachute dress that I made. It did not turn out the way that I thought it was going to. Again, that video is also on its way, and it's two-toned, so I have that lighter green and then I have this darker green color. Look at that. Everything goes in. I've been saving all these scraps for like what feels like months now. This purple stuff is from another secret Little Mermaid costume that is, again, already filmed, already made, already photographed, ready to go. I just haven't published it yet on YouTube because I'm kind of like waiting, and honestly, I really want the Little Mermaid movie to be pretty good. I've been chronically disappointed with Disney's live-action remakes. In my opinion, Maleficent and the Cinderella, and I guess the Alice in Wonderland movie are the only decent ones. Everything else has been really lackluster and kind of weird. Also, I don't like Emma Watson's acting. I think she's boring and she takes me out of the magic. If I wanted to watch Hermione, I'd watch Harry Potter, and I'm not a Harry Potter fan. Oh, this is the dress that I was telling you guys about. I made a dress out of this same material. It's like a halter style and it has a little twirly skirt. It's super cute. That project generated a lot of cabbage, which is a good thing because I needed it all. When I say cabbage, I'm referring to the little pieces of scrap fabric that you really can't do much with. I save it all and then I use it for stuffings, just like Bernadette Banner. Yeah, this stuff looks like a mix of Elsa, my historically inspired Elsa. This is probably my Selkie dupe dress, and then this could be anything. In it goes. I am noticing that this is getting heavy and it's like not quite as full as I want it to be. It's only about halfway full. Really, it's only about this full, so I have a lot to go. And I'm starting to think maybe I don't have enough cabbage to really fill it up right here. Okay, just kidding. I found a bag right over there full of scraps, so we're gonna shove these in next. Okay, these are kind of big scraps, and I'm thinking that they need to be like small. Like this is too big to shove in here. They need to be like smaller so that it doesn't get lumpy. That was one of the things that the guy that made the pattern said, is that like you don't want like big chunky huge scraps. You want like small ones, so you have to cut them down a little bit, which I'm fine with that. It's gonna take me a little bit longer. Okay, this is a pretty decent pile. Shove it all in there and be closer to being done, closer to nap time, closer to rest, relaxation. It's still so far from being full and my hands just can't keep cutting things up. So even though I was like, don't put big chunks in, I'm thinking about putting this big chunk in. But first I'm gonna check the bag just to see if there's anything smaller in there I can shove in there before I ruin all my hard work. I'd say this was relatively successful. In you go. Okay, while nobody was looking / the camera was turned off, I ended up using all the gigantic pieces in there and just crammed them down in there. And honestly, I think it's fine. It's fine for my purposes. This is a hefty boy. I do think it kind of looks like a little baby slug monster. Like if it had little eyeballs right here, it'd be like, feed me. And I'd be like, Frederick, I already gave you so much food. And it'd be like, I'm never full. I'm an endless pit. Last thing I have to do is just sew up that little thingy right there. I don't have any bobbin thread left, so I guess instead of fixing that issue, I will just find a needle. There's one. The trusty tomato. Got it, ready to go, and we just sew this little piece up. Oh, you guys can't even see. Come on down here. Wait. Then we'll just go ahead and do a whippy whip stitch. Making this was a lot easier than I really thought it was going to be. Like, I didn't think it was going to be a difficult project at all, but my brain capacity is at like, of my very average 75% brain capacity, I'm at like at 15 right now. I'm really struggling to do this. And again, the only reason I'm even pushing myself to get this done like right now is because I'm trying to set myself up for tomorrow because I want to have a really productive craft day, and I still have to clean up like a little bit of my craft area before I can really call it set up for a productive day. So I'm like probably just gonna do that thing where I set a timer for maybe 12 minutes and I clean for 12 minutes and it's clean. It's as clean as 12 minutes can get me. And that's better than nothing. And done. I know future me put googly eyes on this ham already, so let's just slap them back on real quick. Yeah, this is unsettling. But it is what it is, and it serves my purposes. I think it's very functional, even though I haven't even used it yet. That's a hefty boy. I wonder how much this weighs. To the scale! All right, scale, how much do you weigh? Oh, that's an 11.42 ounce ham right there. I'm so tired, but I have this idea, like, imagine like a 1950s house, like husband comes home and he's like, good evening, sweetheart, what's on the menu for dinner tonight? And this is only gonna like, you know, work if you really imagine it. So I'm gonna need your creativity and your imagination right here. And the wife turns around and she's like, well, hi there, darling, or however they talk in the 1950s. But anyways, she just like pulls one of these out of the oven, but she's like, why, darling, I made you a ham. I put my cutest apron on just for that. But yeah, that's it. That's the ham. It's surprisingly easy. It only took me like maybe an hour to do. It definitely felt like 3 or 4 hours, but it wasn't really that long. I might throw in some clips of me actually using this ham because I have plans tomorrow to work on a corset, and that's like what I needed this for. And I just needed another tool in my arsenal, you know how I'm saying? But it's nap time / bedtime. What time is it? It's like 6 o'clock. It's like 6 o'clock and I'm so tired. Do I need to stay? I might need to stay up a little bit longer so that I don't like ruin my sleep schedule. What sleep schedule? None of that matters anyway. Thank you so much for watching. Do I apologize that this video was unhinged and a little bit chaotic? Absolutely not. No, I do not. Thanks for watching this video and for sticking around. Like, subscribe, follow, comment, whatever. I don't know. Do whatever you want. More videos are on their way soon, and in this house we craft in pajamas.